Welcome in, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
I, of course, am Tracy Glenn, and you are watching Not Wasting Time, or not watching since it doesn't say anybody's in the stream. I'm
I
so
got my
I'm so,
notification up.
I'm so popular.
Well, I think because you set it up kind of late, there was no notification.
Yeah, well, I was sitting there going through my list, and then I was reading about 100 text messages, and then I look at it, and welcome in, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Uh, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's like 20 to 4.
Yeah.
I think I have to get off my butt and do something. So I started scribbling stuff down and just kind of getting ready. I mean, I didn't get a total of 15, but hey, welcome in.
It's all right. Amy's here. Amy's here.
Amy's here. Let's not break Amy. I tell you what. Let me just get through mousekeeping and then we'll get there. Welcome in, Mike Wheeler.
Hey, Mike.
First things first, thank you to Dean from the Live Place and liveplace.com. Try to find any good family-friendly streamers. Check out the Live Place. Awesome guy, awesome website. Doesn't ask anything from us other than just sharing out when we want to be family-friendly. Contact him and he'll put your stream up on the Live Place. Find all the good family-friendly streamers, which I think he's up to over 90 streamers. It's like the TV guide of YouTube for family-friendly stream. I think I said family-friendly. How many times did I say family-friendly?
I think he's actually over 100 now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I mean, he's got more and more every week. So, yeah.
Over 110 channels, says Caitlin. All right, so first things first, let's welcome in the chat. No, second things first. I already did the first one. I tell you what, sometimes you think I know what I'm doing. I'm a 40-year-old guy, and I'm winging it, and I say, and some people realize, some people have seen my chats in Turkey Coop or just in text. I'm a horrible texter and messenger. I can't spell. I can't proofread. My wife harasses me constantly. I think you leave a T out of stream once or about 10 times, and next thing you know, you got Steam things.
Yeah. But we've learned to translate. We've gotten used to Mike's speak to text.
Yeah. Now you just have dumb Tracy text, I guess. I pick on me, and Billy's biggest problem is she thinks that I make myself look dumb. I don't think maybe I do, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
I try. So let's get to the chat. First in is Kenzie Days beat Mike Wheeler because probably again my notifications came out so late. Russ, you're second, and here. Caitlin, make it blue. Welcome in. Amy from AJC Magic. Welcome in. Mike Wheeler, she's here. Big Disney fan. Hello, Keith. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Mike said tuna, but I don't think she's here. But I think he's meaning that it misspelled because that's what Billy.
Billy started with tuna. Billy started with tuna because she was typing Tina and it auto-corrected to tuna, and now she's just how many nicknames does Team Marie Photography have?
She has all the nicknames.
Turkey. She pretty much started Turkey Coop. Mm-hmm. That's why it's the Turkey Coop.
Yeah.
Between Team Marie, tuna. Turkey, Butterball, and it's all out of love.
Temu.
You know what? I really do like the Temu.
That one was mine. So, but I think that one was mine. But I think Pam took that one and has been running with it.
So, like I said, we have Keith here, and I have been tagged by Russ to do 15 things I'm looking forward to go when I go back to Disney World. Whenever we get to go back to Disney World, someday, some year. Who knows? Hello, Michelle the Quilter. Welcome in.
Hi, Michelle.
So the first thing I can't wait for, and I'm looking forward to, is Main Street USA. There's just something about walking down Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just
like the song.
It is. Hello, Isaac Nail. Welcome in.
Hey, Isaac.
Walking down Main Street, and if you catch it during the early days, you got the performers, you got the singers. I love the band. I sit there and I'll watch that band, and obviously there's other things to do, but I love the drummers. I mean,
yeah,
I like playing a snare, a marching snare. That's what I did for my drum line, and just watching them. I wish I could read music, and I really wish I could learn how to play, some of those marching songs on a drum. Because I tell you what, as much as I love my drum line, I would love to be able to play a drum during a song.
Well, you do have a future music teacher in your house. So,
well, here's the thing. I'm going to learn as much from her as she's willing to learn from me. And instruction-wise. Example-wise, I hope I've set a good enough example for my girl. I mean, she is an amazing, talented, probably way more talented than I could ever be. And I probably would get frustrated with her. It's like me taking a music lesson from her is probably going to be the same as her taking driving lessons from me. It's not going to work out so well. Yeah, so walking down Main Street, I mean, just the atmosphere and the ambiance, and that's right, I'm using big words. I like ambiance. Billy's probably spinning her head going, why is he talking like that? But or she's not listening at all, which is probably exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
And then
she's sitting here texting about you. That's what.
Oh, is she?
Billy's
no.
Huh?
Billy's saying, but can he spell it? Ambiance. Can you spell it?
What are you doing home?
I have to work for my lunch tomorrow.
Okay, so if anybody didn't hear that, that was my lovely wife who came in and said, you can use the word ambiance, but can you spell it? And that would be a no. I probably cannot. My biggest problem, if there is one thing that I have a problem with, is multiple things, but one of my biggest is I'm a horrible speller. I'm hooked onto that phonics, and I spell it phonetically, and it just goes bad all the time. I've taken it to where I've actually stopped writing what I'm trying to write, and back up, and then find something else that will mean the same thing that's easier to spell.
Right. Now, Mike, did you spell that?
Mike, that's a cheat. I have a feeling that Mike just cheated.
Did you spell it or say it? But even still, it's right. So.
And here's the thing: if I was to spell it, I guarantee you I would have started with an O.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's bad when I do reports, and I have to, or when I'm teaching. Hello, Laurie French. Welcome in.
Hey, Laurie.
It scares me when I'm teaching firefighting and I have to write something out on the board that if I write it and I know I can't spell it and I'm like, I'm stressed, or I'll think about how writing it differently so I don't screw it up so bad.
Right.
So I guess that's believe me, if you can read how I spelt this list, only I could read that. So with Magic Kingdom, other than the walking down Main Street, I would love to. I'm looking forward to Space Mountain. You know, it's different. Like walking into Tomorrowland doesn't give me that same feel as Main Street USA. You know, and like with Main Street, and I'm looking forward to it so much because that's when I know I'm in Disney.
Right.
Even though like the Epcot was my first park that we ever went to, something about that atmosphere of being in Disney. But then you head straight over and you do Space Mountain because Space Mountain's awesome. Aha. And you didn't even know I was going to put that on the list.
No idea.
And then, well, you know, I put Space Mountain there, but ice cream sometime in the afternoon, going back to the Plaza Ice Cream, getting a nice ice cream sandwich or a nice ice cream right there.
Yeah,
that's another big thing I'm looking forward to.
You know, I've never gotten anything from there because the line's always so sticking long.
Really?
Yeah, I've never gotten anything from there. So
their ice cream's good.
Yeah,
especially the scoops, and they actually they sell the little mini kitchen sink, which is always good. And if it's not that, there's the ice cream right by Friar Tuck's. I can't remember the name.
I have gotten stuff like there. Yeah,
that's
Friar's Nook or whatever.
Yeah, that's a pretty good little ice cream spot.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Mike's going ninja mode.
Yeah.
And Haunted Mansion. I'm looking forward to the Haunted Mansion. You know, I'm a softie. I mean, right now, without doing the stretching room and everything else like that, but still going on the Doom buggies and
I love Haunted Mansion.
Just the song at the end. I love the song at the end. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I mean, I almost think that it's going to be a little better now without the stretching room, just because you get through there so much faster. But I mean, I would miss the stretching room a little bit, but at the same time, I didn't like being crammed in there with all those people, even before all this stuff going on. So,
well, the other thing I could think of is maybe without the stretching room, you're not going to have that mass exit from the stretching room,
right?
Because not only for fast passes for Haunted Mansion are almost useless.
Exactly.
In my opinion. Yeah, you do skip a little bit of line and you don't get to see the little hands-on stuff, which I doubt they're even using that hands-on stuff.
No, it's all closed off now. So
but then you have to go into the stretching room, and then you're mixed in with all the people that did wait in that little bit of a line. And then after the stretching room, you're all trying to fight to get down to that little quarter. It's like when we were driving to Florida one year, we come across the Delaware Bridge, right? We got the Delaware Bridge. You got that big toll plaza, and we're stuck on the bridge waiting to get there. It's creeping along. You get to the toll plaza, and now everybody's creeping to get back in. Well, why? Because you have this big, huge toll plaza trying to get into 3 lanes. So that's how that Haunted Mansion, once you get out of the stretching room, everybody's trying to vie to stay together, or, you know, you got to be a bit of a New Yorker. To get in there and you know get away and keep your family together, because you know
it can be rough. Or everybody going into the stretching room trying to find where the door is,
right,
so that you can get out.
I know exactly where that is. Or the people that they're moving. I try to hold on a second.
Yep.
Had to let the kid or cat out. Little Bootsy. He was hungry. Yeah, I try to maneuver myself over closer to that door too, if I remember where it is.
Yep.
So while I love Epcot doesn't have a lot of rides. I mean, I would love to walk. I mean, just be back in the countries. I can't wait for some of these other rides to open up, especially like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, I've only seen Ratatouille once. It was a good movie. I don't think it's a movie that I'd probably be watching over and over again. Please, people in the stream, don't yell at me. I know it's a good movie. I just only happened to watch it once. And I'm looking forward to that ride, only for the fact that there's more things to do in Epcot. Not everybody wants to do Mission Space. Even
No.
the green carded, even the green side, it's a little hectic. But I've ridden both of them.
Yeah,
I've
I
ridden
used to
Orange.
like it, but I don't much care for it anymore. So
I find the older you get, the less you're looking to do what I call a spin and puke ride.
right, exactly.
It just messes me up. But that's one thing. Walking around the countries, I would like to be right down there now, or everybody would like to be down there now. But during Flower and Garden, not Food and Wine, we miss Flower and Garden. I gotta say, I think my favorite festival so far out of the three that we've been to, because we actually haven't been the real Flower and Garden. We've seen the topiaries before and all that stuff. I gotta say, Festival of the Arts was probably my favorite, because even though we did the Festival of the Holidays, which it's cool. You have all of those the characters during that season. I something about the art. You got those little shops, and there's something there. Those are souvenirs that sometimes you can't buy if you're not there.
Right.
You can't. You probably can, but it's not as
all
known.
The custom stuff that.
Well, even some of their prints and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you got your hands on. There's something different than putting it in your hand and seeing it on a computer. You could see it on a computer all you want, but watching it, putting it in your hand, makes a huge difference. And seeing like some of the real art that they had. Yes, Mike Wheeler, art check. Unfortunately, if I have a T-shirt that had my name or my channel name on it, or I wouldn't have to do that. I just put #ArtCheck right on the back.
Everybody would know.
Anybody who knows me or Kenzie would know that that's exactly what it means.
I can make that happen.
You probably could. #ArtCheck. And then
I don't think I've ever been. Let's see. I don't think I've ever been for Festival of the Arts. I've been for the Festival of Holidays, and I usually go for Flower and Garden. That's usually when I go, is in April. So I love it. But yeah.
Oh, internet! There, internet check. I'm plugged into the internet today, Mike. I made sure that happened. Yeah, I love the draw. They had the art. They had the they used the big amphitheater. Are you getting an echo or?
No, I'm fine.
I thought I was hearing it. I think I am hearing an echo. You got your earbuds in or no?
I do not, but I can put them in.
Now you just reminded me of that TikTok post.
What's that?
Now you just reminded me of that TikTok thing that's going on where they all push the camera away from them. In the American Experience, they did the Art of the animation studio, so you can draw, but almost like what they're doing now over in Animal Kingdom in Planet Watch.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Rafiki's Planet Watch, but I would also just like to mess with my daughter and wife and say Rakifi's Planet Watch. I like messing with them. Did I? Oh, what the heck happened here? All right. I thought Mike was already in ninja mode. Then he hit me with the art check, so I don't know. I seen him. I seen him said he went back to art. I think my chat stopped. Yeah, all right, I fixed it. Welcome in, Jonathan Chung. That's what I'm like. what the heck happened? Like half of my chat, and in fact that was the YouTube chat that stopped working because I have both chats open.
Mine was being slow too, so I don't know if we had I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird. Where was I? Oh, walking around the countries. But yeah, but it's also a very short festival.
Yeah.
You know, between I think it's like from January to March. I think. I mean, it's like 8 weeks long.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching some people, you know, just the streams. And what was cool about it was we went there at a drop of the hat this past time, and I'm kind of glad we did now, since, you know, everything happened in the world. Our last trip would have been November. I do feel bad that I left my wife home for that trip, but sometimes some sacrifices needed to be made.
It's for the greater good, right?
All for the greater good.
I'm sure Billy feels the same way.
She probably liked having the house all to herself and the dog. Possibly. and I could tell that neither of my wife or my daughter is now watching me, because at least Kenzie has not commented on that. So going with the atmosphere, my next favorite park after it goes Magic Kingdom, and Epcot and Hollywood Studios are about the same level right now. Once they finish whatever they're doing in Epcot, it might be a little bit better. But right now, between Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, and Hollywood Studios alone, it puts it up there. I mean, I love walking down just the main street of what's it, Sunset Boulevard? No, it's not. Is it Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood?
No, Sunset is the one that goes down to Tower of Terror. Right. I think it's Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah,
it goes down the middle. Yeah,
just walking down Hollywood Boulevard, you know, having that. Granted, the Chinese Garment Theater is not going to have this big sign that says Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah,
but something about that, you know, I like the atmosphere, knowing that I'm there and knowing that I could just pretty much do anything that day, you know, as long as it's been scheduled 3 months in advance.
I know. Well, now you got to get there at crack of dawn to do it. So, now you got to get there right when they open to do it. So,
yeah, ask Ken's about that. She was not happy. She was not happy I woke her up that early, and that was our second day there. Like, we got there that night, that first full day, I was like, "Hey, let's go. We got to go." And then to hear,
and then you made her walk.
I made her walk, and she was not happy about that. Oh, did I hear about that? I still hear about that. I made her walk.
Yeah.
You've heard her complain. Now I know she's not watching. The atmosphere of that, and then just getting into Star Wars Land and how they developed it. You know, it is. I'm a Star Wars nerd. That's, you know, my first love is Star Wars, as far as the movies. And I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love the Marvel movies and all that other stuff. Between the movies, that's okay, hon. Between the movies, which are good. I mean, some of them are not great. They're good. My favorite one is Empire. As I think if you ask anybody, most people will tell you that Empire is their favorite. It's considered the best filmed. I think J.J. Abrams, if he didn't leave for that second new trilogy, I think it would have been a lot better. I think he had something that he was building on. He just didn't finish it.
Yep.
The trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the biggest problem there was George Lucas. And while he is a very creative mind, I don't think he's that good of a director.
Yeah.
You know?
So we could have a whole show just on that.
There ain't no that. Listen.
There you go. There's your topic for next week.
And then watch George come over to my house and slap me. I'd let him slap me. I'd let him beat me right up. It's George Lucas, man. Just take me out, man.
Oh man.
I'd let a 70-year-old guy beat the hell out of me. Sorry.
Yeah, Jonathan says that's another rabbit hole.
Ooh, horrible rabbit hole. Like I said, he's got a great mind. But getting back to Star Wars land, I like what Disney did for that. I mean, could they have made that more of a... I would love the original trilogy. If they would have set that land up for the original trilogy, I think they would have had a... I think that while it's still popular, I think you would have some hardcore fans really flock into it. If you gave us Mos Eisley Cantina, boom. There ain't no doubt. Hello, Jeffrey Resendez. Welcome in.
I mean, they kind of got the same vibe with...
It's the same vibe, but I tell you what, if you could tell your buddies that you were sitting in that booth where Han shot Guido first. That's right. Yeah. Han shot first. Come on. What's the story? You know, where I was sitting in the area where, you know, that's even though it's not the real thing, but where the guy had his right arm laying on the floor, or where Luke was threatened. I mean, that's just awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be awesome. Again, this is a whole nother stream.
Who cares? This 15 thing, if we don't get to this 15, that's fine. I'm happy. Because I think this is, because sooner or later we're going to switch this over right around quarter of. We're going to pick on Pittsburgh, because I know the other the other couple that lives there, they'll be setting up for their stream, so they won't be paying attention to me. Sorry, Amy, but
no, I think it'd be awesome if they could somehow work the Mandalorian in to Galaxy's Edge, but you know,
So. Here, talk for a minute. I'll be right there.
You're fine. So Galaxy's Edge. I guess we could talk about that for a second. No, I would love to see. I mean, I think it'd be cool if they could do more stuff with the original trilogy and add some things in. But you know, to do. All
right, I'm back.
Maybe switch out the days or something like that. Like some days it's original trilogy, some days it's new people. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Caitlin, but when you make that much of an investment in Star Wars, you got to make the money out of it.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that about your Aunt Jeffrey. I hope you prayers for you and your family. I hope you get through a hard time. So prayers. I think I was watching a stream a couple of weeks ago, and the guy hit it right on the head. If they would have done something like original trilogy if they would have done the original trilogy on the West Coast and the new trilogy on the East Coast, would it make it a little bit, more interesting?
Yeah. No, Jonathan, I know it. There's no way they were going to do that, but I think it would be cool if there was a way, to do somehow, or I don't know.
Right, and I know Batu, it's based on certain things, and that's the other thing. While I love Star Wars movies, I love reading novels. I love reading the Star Wars novels, and some of my best novels that I've ever read were the X-Wing series. Now they're considered legacy, but I enjoyed that more than the regular. Like, reading those books took me into a totally different feeling for Star Wars, because I think they only mentioned Luke Skywalker maybe once or twice in the whole series.
Mhm.
And you didn't get much of Leia or Han, and it focused on those side, almost like what the Mandalorian's doing right now, focusing on those side characters.
Yeah.
That's what those X-Wings books did for me back in the day. So
Yeah.
for being there,
Yeah.
yes,
I was
Jonathan
gonna say
Chong knows exactly what I'm talking.
yeah, the expanded universe is just really cool. I think. Yeah, I love it.
I mean, I think they got a little bit far in the long run. I think they went. They did. They did. What was I saying? One of the last book series they did. I think they were trying to stretch it. I think they were running out of ideas. There's just so much they could do. I think what they did. There was the Yu Vong series of books. It was about 20 books. Welcome in, Stacy Rogers. The Mod of All Streams is here. They had a Yu Vong series, and what happened with that series was the first book in this series, they killed off one of the main movie characters. And that was approved by George Lucas. He just didn't want it to be Han, Leia, or Luke. So if you're going to kill off one of those three, if you're going to kill off a movie character and you can't kill off those three, guess who it was? They killed off Chewbacca.
Oh yeah.
So they killed him off in a spectacular way. I mean, this enemy dropped a moon on a planet and pretty much dropped the moon on Chewbacca. So
right,
it took a moon to kill him.
Yeah.
But it took you to a point where you're like, they really went like super crazy in this series. So, and then the series after that just wasn't as good as the last series. But
yeah,
again, I'm showing my super nerdness.
Yeah, Caitlin, I agree with you too. Like they got Star Wars kind of scattered everywhere, and it's a little bit hard to get into because I mean they've got the meet and greets over in Launch Bay, and then you got Star Tours, and then you got Batuu. So yeah, it's just kind of discombobulated a lot. So,
well, my opinion would be that if they had acquired Star Wars before they made a deal with Cameron, you would see Star Wars somewhere there instead of Pandora.
Probably, yeah, possibly, yeah.
That's my opinion. Again,
yeah.
All right, so Smuggler's Run, Rise of the Resistance. That's something I'm looking forward to. I mean, I've read Rise of the Resistance once, and I'd love to ride a different time and catch the second, because there's two little experiences that you can get. The one experience is where the AT-AT is firing directly at you, and you got the big, and then there's a second one where it's a stormtrooper that comes off to the side and starts firing at you. That makes a difference. So there's two different, and I had the stormtrooper shooting at me. I'd like to see that AT-AT taking pot shots at me. I mean.
Yeah. See, I've not been there since Galaxy's Edge has been open, so I haven't actually done any of it. So I've just seen it on YouTube. So
yeah, that's how I seen it at first, and then Kenzie did a complete blackout on it.
Yeah,
until we wrote it, and I was excited for it. I knew about the big room, and I knew about some of the other stuff. She had a ball with it. And that was one of the other reasons why we really wanted to get down there in January. Yeah. Stacy, do yourself a favor. If you want to experience the first time, do a blackout on it. We haven't watched any video of Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Yeah. I get yelled at sometimes when I talk about it.
I wonder who yells at you. Could it start with a K?
Possibly.
And welcome in Billy Joe, Kenzie Daisy's mom. I think I might know her.
I think her ears were burning.
Oh, don't rewind. Don't. She picks on me, but she loves me.
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Billy, Kenzie Days' mom.
Yes.
I didn't say anything about you, babe. All right. So I probably lost like 3 viewers right there. Listen, I think Mike Wheeler's main goal is to get me in trouble
Yeah, I think so.
or embarrass me. Yes, Stacy, I agree. We haven't done it, and I'm tempted, and I was tempted after we canceled our trip. Yes, I understand. I won't do it, babe.
Yeah, I was supposed to be there, I think, the week after it opened. Well, I think actually both of us, we were all supposed to be there the week after it opened in April.
Yeah, we were supposed to. We were. Kenzie and I was going to do the run. We were going to do the Star Wars run, and I was looking forward to that. I really was until and now I just feel like I haven't done any exercising. I feel really bad about myself for not really exercising. And then what used to keep me going was like it. Like I did that. I did a race in October. It was for it was a 5K. It's a local race here. I can't remember what it's called, but it was around Halloween, and I know that's not going to be there. You know, they're not probably going to do it. They're probably going to cancel it, and so you know, I looked forward to. I looked forward to like maybe I was going to train for that. And the same thing with Thanksgiving. I don't even think they'll do the turkey trot. You know, that's the Thanksgiving race they do here. That was in a full 5K. And then, the Ghostly Gallop. That's what I did. It was my first time. I actually vlogged that the Ghostly Gallop last year. And I don't think they're going to do it this year. So there's no real incentive other than trying to fit my uniform better, you know? My firehouse uniform, my training uniform when I teach.
Yeah.
They gave me a bunch of clothing and I probably can't fit it right now. So yeah, it's Walt Disney's fault. And Mike, yes, Jeff's not here, so he won't pick on me.
You're right.
But so what did I do? I did all that, that. All right. Then we're going to go down Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood Studios. And that's what's really good about Hollywood Studios. There's a lot of things to do now. Now that Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story or Toy Story Land and Sunset Boulevard, there's actually a lot of things to do. But you're here to pick on me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's tonight's stream, Stacy. What time's he go on? Is that 9 o'clock he goes on? Pete?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be late. So, Toy Story Land. What did I say?
You're going down to Sunset.
All right, we're going down to Sunset. We're going to go down, and the first thing about Sunset is Billy's favorite ride of all of Disney, and I let her type it in the comments right now. All right. Well, maybe she's not paying attention.
She said Toy Story Land.
No. What is Billy's favorite ride? Tower of Terror. That is it. Her happy place.
Tower of Terror. Yep.
The first time I do it, I still get a pit. Even though I know how it's going to end. I still get a pit, and then she laughs at me the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Billy, you and I can ride it all day long. I love it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the delay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacey. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have, you know.
And then, too, it's Joey's World popped in. She's making Swedish meatballs, though, so she's listening.
Ooh, Swedish meatballs. Those are the little mini meatballs, right?
Well, they're like meatballs with, like, gravy.
Gravy.
Good stuff.
Love gravy. But Tower of Terror, it's a great ride. Like I said, it's a pit, and then what's good about going in the summer is that you know exactly when you hit the ride mechanism, because everything's air conditioned all the way up to you. You feel the bumps, but then you hit and you can feel the heat, and it's hitting you, and you know that you're in the shaft, and you know you're about to go up and down, or down and up, whatever it is. And I think it goes up first, right? When you do it.
Well, most of the time, yeah. It depends. It's random every time. So sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. So.
Well, I thought it usually starts you off shooting you straight up.
Yeah, it just depends. So. Yeah, it's completely random, which is what's cool about it. So.
Yeah. So Stacy had a dream she was stuck in an elevator. And it was at Disney. I'd take being stuck in an elevator in Disney World. You know why I would like to be stuck in an elevator in Disney World?
You probably get a whole bunch of free stuff.
They're gonna comp something. But Splash Mountain. I mean, she said it's a lot better than Splash Mountain. I didn't put it on here. I can't look. I want to ride Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
But welcome in, Mike88.
I like Splash too. So.
And then right after you get off Tower of Terror, you come out, you hook that left, and what do you got? Rock and Roller Coaster. It is great. And yes, Isaac just got the put it in the work. It's like I can't talk, I can't spell, I can't text. I don't know what to do with myself. It's crazy. Am I doing a tour of things I want to do when I get back? Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's supposed to be doing the 15 thing tag that I sent him. So he's kind of getting there.
15, 5. Maybe I can't count along without can't spelling. So then once we're done, Bill, I don't know. Billy, I lost. Like I said, I can't count. I can't spell. I can't count. That's just how it works.
And we've only gone off on about 6 tangents, so we're doing good today.
Oh yeah. So Stacey said back in the 90s when MGM first opened, I used to have a recurring nightmare that I was the last one there, and I realized I hadn't gone to MGM. Guess where I still haven't been. She has not been to Hollywood Studios.
Never. Wow.
Ooh, that is. So that's when you make that your first park the next time. You get there, you wake up nice and early, boom. You get on the Rise of the Resistance. So we're gonna finish out in Toy Story Land. I think. Well, no, there's one more park. There's one more after Toy Story Land that I'm looking forward to do. Toy Story Land, Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like riding Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
That's how I say it, people. It's Slinky Dog. That's and then we were calling it the last time we and Kenzie was down there, and we were calling it Slinky Dog, and Billy was like, "You call it that one more time, I'm coming through the phone and beating you," because it was Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Billy, yeah, that would be a nightmare. So Slinky Dog, and I still love Toy Story Mania. Just doing that, and it's always a competition between me and the other girls. The other 2 women that live in my house.
Yeah, I've challenged Donna next time I go because apparently she is super competitive.
Oh, I'm super competitive too.
Yeah.
That's why I like sit. That's why, truthfully, this is my secret. I make them sit together, and then I sit in the center on the other one because we're ride 3. So
Yeah.
I sit on the backside, and I just hit everything that's in my way. So
Yeah.
those two have to share the screen, and I'm trying to. I got the whole thing. Now that I've said that, I guarantee you somebody's riding with me the next time. And Ray has never been to Animal Kingdom. Wow. So he hasn't been to. He's been to Hollywood, but he in the '90s, but he has never been in a brand new park. Sweet. Stacy, I hate to tell you my opinion of Animal Kingdom, and Billy will probably put it in chat as soon as I say it, but I'm not there yet. Oh, but what would you tell them about? See, okay, Buzz Lightyear. There was a time we actually got stuck on Buzz Lightyear because it's almost the same kind of deal. You're trying to hit the targets and everything. And she was just smoking me on the points. And I looked over at her and I'm like, what are you hitting? What are you hitting? Because I'm trying to hit the same thing. I'm not getting any points. I'm like, are you kidding me? Of course, this turned into my wife and daughter saying, what are you hitting? What are you hitting? I'm hitting the same thing and I'm not getting any points.
Yeah.
Then Kenzie added the.
I think they say a little bit higher pitch though.
Yeah. Welcome in, Super Fluffy Yeti. Super Fluffy Yeti.
Billy, why aren't you here on screen telling these stories?
I'm surprised Ken's hasn't come in to say the last bit of that. What they say, because then they say, because she's the one who answered it. She added it. I never said wah, wah, wah. Next thing you know, I got this. That's how it ends. You know. So. So Slinky Dog, and you know what? I think I love riding alien flying saucers. Only for my wife's reaction.
Yeah.
While it is a very good reaction, I mean a good ride for us. I just love her reaction. You know, she had a great reaction the first time she rode it, because the first time we rode it, we didn't know what to expect. I mean, it looked almost like one of those old Twizzlers where you're just kind of going around and you're getting pushed aside. Oh my God, to see her face, and that's something I miss. I mean, I love my wife and she's adorable, and when she makes those faces in Disney, it reminds me of why I fell in love with her, you know? And she's probably thinking I'm just trying to kiss up, but I miss your smiley, that face that you have in in Disney, Bill. In Disney.
Oh man.
Ugh. This is the same woman that if I go get a haircut and sit there for 2 days and she would like, just get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I liked her attitude. I liked the smile. I liked the enjoyment she was getting out of alien. I guess that's what I should have said, not just her face. I love the smile, the amazement, and the joy she had riding flying alien saucers for the first time. That I think we had to find Ken's and said, you have to come on with us. And that's what I loved. And I would just love to experience that again with her, because, you know, now that I have an 18-year-old who chooses to do things and she wanted to go by herself, sooner or later, it's just going to be us two. But we'll definitely miss her our first time when it's ourselves, by ourselves. Alien swirling saucers, Tracy. Yes. You know what? I can't spell, I can't count, and I can't remember things either.
We've just learned to translate, guys. Just wait it.
It's just what it is. So we got about 10 minutes left. I just want to touch base on our epic weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Honorable mention. I'm looking forward to riding Expedition Everest. Animal Kingdom, out. Done.
That's the only thing in Animal Kingdom.
Seen one animal, seen them all. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
Billy hates it when I say it, but it's the truth. I've seen one bear. Yep, looks like a bear. See what? Hey, look, that bear looks just like that bear. I guess. I'm not taking them home. I know dogs are dogs, but I love my dog.
Mhm.
She's my dog. If I didn't have a dog, I'd say,
A dog.
there's a dog. There's a dog. Same thing. It's a dog, but not my dog. And speaking of my dog,
She's watching too.
yeah, she's probably barking at me because I mentioned dog. Either that or somebody's across the street.
Yeah.
Dreaming in the Mouse is coming on in 10 minutes,
Yep.
which make sure you hop over there. It's going to be, I think, on Myers and the Mouse this week. What was your favorite part about this past weekend? Besides meeting the great and wonderful me. Because I know you were looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I hope I was all that I lived up to be. That I was built up to be.
No, honestly and truly, just being together. I mean, just being able to all be there and hang out, and I mean, we did a lot of fun stuff together, but just being together, it's interesting because, we spend so much time just on screen. And then when you get to finally meet each other, it's like we've known each other for years, and just that camaraderie we already have. So yeah, that was fun.
So Mike 88, wait, Tracy, you haven't seen Pandora? What? Yes, I have seen Pandora. And I've walked. Listen, Flight of Passage is a great ride.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, Mike. Great ride. Excellent ride. But it's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I have to ride that on an empty stomach. Welcome in, M from LSU Mom.
Hey.
So while I loved being around everybody, and I think my most favorite part was watching Amy laugh.
Yeah.
I love everybody. I mean, we got to go on great.
That was probably the best moment.
The best moment is watching Amy laugh. The pure joy in that woman's laugh. It was so great. And she laughed so hard she couldn't talk.
Yeah.
It's too bad. I don't think Kenzie got that on video, but I think if that would have made the video, that would have been epic.
Well, she did. She put it in the in her highlights thing. Yeah.
She?
She took it from Amy's stream, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So
that was epic. And then, it wasn't her video.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that video, 6 p.m. dinner at Donna's, yes. And if you don't know who Donna is, and I'm assuming everybody in this chat who knows who Donna is, if you take and share out her video, I know she's getting close to 900 soon, or if not, we want to get that, get her up there. Check out Donna, great lady, great supporter of the community. So check that out at 6 o'clock. You got great streams coming up tonight. You got 5 o'clock. You got Dreaming with the Mouse. 6 o'clock. You got Donna, and I think Pete McDevitt's going on right after that for football. That I know of. That those are great. Welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders.
Hey, Disney Nerd Herders.
But yeah, when we broke Amy, and that's not the only time that we broke her. We broke her at least twice this past weekend.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, chat, we had her laughing so hard she couldn't talk. I mean, she knew there was a guy like me that could come in and fill in at the last minute to take over that the trivia for her. But, that's because I was there, Jeff wouldn't have done it. Jeff would have been too busy worried about that pepperoni sandwich he was eating. I really do hope. I mean, listen, you don't have to lie. If you didn't think it was your cup of tea, it wasn't your cup of tea. But I like that. That's something that we do here up in our county. and it's a good meal that you could put on, especially in the wintertime. You throw it in there and you just let it go. And you were not about to talk about pepperoni.
Yes. No, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. So,
what did Kenzie say? Last weekend was amazing. Okay,
yeah,
she was being nice to me.
Yeah, I told Amy yesterday she needs the peanut gallery back.
Oh, yes.
Trivia streams. So anytime, Amy, I can come on and be stupid on your.
But here's the thing: if you go on with her on trivia, you can only listen to the YouTube stream and not the StreamYard stream.
Right.
Oh, do you know how hard that would be?
Well, I tried to do it. I did it the other day when I was listening on with Dreaming with a Mouse last week because I was there at their house, but I was incognito.
Oh yeah. Well, you had to be. Hold on. let me just hold up. It's Stacy Rogers. That is amazing. If you read Stacy Rogers' comment, I'm actually going to highlight that comment.
Yeah.
Look at that. Shrek the stream. That's awesome. I'm a big supporter of her. That Kenzie Days. She's something.
Yeah, she's okay.
But I mean, it was epic. I mean, just driving around Pittsburgh, enjoying, a lot smaller than I'm used to New York City, so it's totally. That's right, Bill. I highlighted a comment, so I know. Sometimes I get no respect around here. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. The whole time. I've been used to New York City, and the size of New York City and Manhattan. I wasn't expecting it to be Manhattan. It's different, and maybe it's time for me to see different cities. I mean, we've driven through Orlando. That's one thing, but I haven't seen, other cities to compare them to. Now I've seen two. That's about it.
You mentioned multiple times while we were there how much more mountainous it is.
Yeah.
And being used to that and that's one reason why the city is much, much smaller because it's all hemmed in by mountains, so because it's even a smaller city than Louisville is. So.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So Billy put in there, some of these young folks don't know who Rodney Dangerfield is because they get no respect. That's why Rodney Dangerfield gets no respect. All right. It's 2 minutes to 5. It's 2 minutes to 5. Make sure you check out Dreaming with the Mouse on the Diz. It's what is it? Myers and the Mouse this week.
It's on Myers and the Mouse channel, yeah.
All right. Expect some portrait mode somewhere. Expect some bathroom talk.
Yeah.
So,
bathrooms and food.
So, check out Dreaming with the Mouse coming up at 5. The great and lovely Donna Jaworski. She's going to be doing some cheesecake. She's doing some kind of food. She's baking from her kitchen.
I think she's doing some bread and like some cheesy bread type stuff. So yeah.
Sweet. That's coming on at 6. At 7 o'clock, 6 or after. I think after she's done. I think Pete will be on, Pete McDevitt, at 9 o'clock for the football stream. Mm-hmm. I'm unfortunately going to miss probably Donna's stream and half of Pete's stream because I have a class tonight, but It is what it is. I'll definitely watch the replay for Donna, and I'll be in the chat later because when we're doing the chat for the football stream, the best part about that is picking on Stacy because I can't believe she's a Beagle fan. She likes the Beagles. She does. She doesn't know it, but I sent her some cowboy merch.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. She's going to walk around with a knit Cowboys cap. So, all right, 5 o'clock, guys, going over, check out Design Dream. Thank you, Russ Stapleton, for showing up today. And I think I got through the list that I had. And if you haven't already, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the live place. And I'm not going to respond to Stacy's comment. Check out the live place.
You've opened up a Pandora's box now.
Catch Donna and catch Pete McDevitt tonight. Thank you guys for showing up. I enjoyed having you all here. Thank you for giving me your Thursday.
Thanks, guys.